Let's talk about graphing inequalities. And to start, we'll define an inequality. An inequality is two expressions that are related by one of these symbols. The less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. These two here, the less than and the greater than, are known as strict inequalities, whereas less than or equal to or greater than or equal to are non-strict inequalities. Inequalities tend to have infinitely many solutions, many different solutions. So as a result, a lot of times we graph solutions to inequalities. When we have a strict inequality, a greater than or a less than, we use an open dot on our graph, which looks just like a circle. On our non-strict, our less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we used a closed dot. And then we shade the portion of the number line that applies to our inequality. As an example, let's consider the inequality x is greater than 2. So the greater than symbol tells me I put an open dot, and we're going to put an open dot on 2. I want x to be greater than 2, so I want numbers that are bigger than 2. So we'll shade the numbers that are bigger than 2. And then we have the graph of this inequality. If we look at one like x is less than or equal to 3, less than or equal to tells me I use a closed dot. We're going to put a closed dot at 3. We want x to be smaller than 3, so we want the numbers that are smaller. So in this case, we'll shade the left part of the number line to get our graph. We can also combine them. In this case, -2 is less than x is less than or equal to 4. So we have an open dot on -2, a closed dot on 4, and then we want all of the numbers that are both bigger than -2 and less than 4, so we shade here in the middle. For my last one, I have -2 is less than or equal to x, or 5 is less than x. So I'm going to put a closed dot at -2 and an open dot at 5. This first inequality says -2 is greater than or equal to x. Or, reading it backwards, x is less than or equal to -2. So we want x less than -2. So the number's to the left of -2. Or 5 is less than x. Or x is greater than 5, so we want numbers bigger than 5. So this is what this graph would look like.